Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me at The Lonely Vine. So, finally Friday everybody, happy Friday. Welcome to Friday, getting ready for the weekend. Now, last week or sometime earlier this week, I posted the question, what is a campfire food that you're used to? You know, not the grill, but straight campfire. You know, I expected a couple things to come in, and lo and behold, both things came in. So they were rainbow trout, which I couldn't find, surprisingly enough, and s'mores. Totally agree. Those are two of the top tier main campfire foods that I could think of as well. So thank you, Jeff is Rad. Thank you, Terry, for your submissions. And I was walking through wines to pair with them, and it wasn't too difficult to pair each one, right? Plenty of white wines that you could go with that kind of buttery fish, which is what I'm having, and plenty to go with like a s'more, really rich chocolate. There's a lot of wines you could go with there. But what I wanted to do was, could I find a wine to pair with both? To me, it was kind of a difficult thing to come up with. You've got, a fish, light. It does have a little bit of butteriness to it, but just overall a light dish, not real complex, not real rich. And then you've got s'mores, which are really rich, really sweet. So it kind of made, a difficult selection for me. And I don't know how this is going to turn out. But what I ended up going with is this Cambria 2010 Viognier. So I took the Viognier, because it has a decent amount of acidity to it. Not as high as a lot of white wines. It's got some creaminess to it. And it's got a little bit, typically, of some bitterness, a real little bit of bitterness on the end. So the acidity and the creaminess, I think, are going to pair well with the fish. And again, the creaminess, and then that little bit of bitterness, to go with the chocolate and the s'more, I think may work. So let's, what we'll do is we'll taste the wine a little bit first, and then we'll see how they pair with these dishes. So color-wise, I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful straw yellow. It's very bright, very sparkly. Not sparkling, but sparkly. The white really reflects, the light really reflects off it well. So good color to it, good looking wine. Let's get my nose into it. See what we got going on here on this Friday. Finally, fun. So I get a lot of green apple. I get that wet stone. That rain. Here I've had that recently. I get a little bit of almost a little bit of a pepper kind of smell going on. There's a little bit of a little bit of a sorry for the ums and ahs. I'm really trying to I get a little bit of a citrus note as well, which could pair well with the lemon that I have with my fish. A lot of that green apple, a lot of that minerality, a little bit of peppery kind of thing going on there, and then some lemon zest kind of. Okay, let's see how it fills the palate. Okay, so right away, that medium acidity that I was talking about, it's not real high. There's that little bit of a spice or a little bit of bitterness on the back end. That creaminess is there as well. Everything I was expecting is here. Fruit-wise, I'm actually getting a little bit of a pear along with that apple. Yep. Real, everything I'm saying there, it's not a real complex wine, but it's got a little bit of weight to it. It's got a little texture. With tasting it, I'm even more thinking that this is going to work with both ways. Let's find out. So I have a little bit of a fish plate here. I got some green beans too, just because this is going to be my dinner. So let's go ahead and this is a Pacific. I don't even remember what it was, but this was let's see, butter, lemon, salt, a little bit of parsley. Bam, done. Let's see how this is going to match up with the wine though. I know it's fun to watch somebody eat, but if I'm going to have a pairing kind of show going on, you got to watch me eat. So sorry. To try one more. So it's not out of the park, but it is good. I've got that butter, kind of flavor and that fish kind of flavor cooking in there. And then when the wine comes in, it's kind of surprising. That bitterness kind of creeps up a little bit with the acidity, and they blend okay together. Yeah, it is a good pairing, but it's definitely not ballpark kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that one's good. I would do it again, but it wouldn't be my first choice. Okay, now, and this is going to be this is the one I was a little bit worried about, is a s'more with the Viognier. Let's see what happens here. I've already got it put together, so you see there, and this will go right into my question for the show. I am the toast the marshmallow, keep it above the fire, let it expand, get brown, a little bit of black here and there. Don't let it catch on fire. I'll just ask my question for the show now. What's your marshmallow technique for the s'more? Are you let it catch on fire, burn around, blow it out, let it catch on fire, blow it out right away, or are you kind of the toast or something else? So, all right, so here we go. S'more, look at all that melty, chocolatey. Oh, it's sliding out on this side. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be rough going from this back to the fish, I ain't gonna lie. All right, but here we go. That works. That right there works. I gotta do that one again, sorry. That is a mess, and that works. The creaminess of the two blend together. There's a little bit of that bitterness in the wine, and that adds like this little bit of like a spicy kind of thing to the chocolate. It pits with that, even though it's milk chocolate, there's still that cocoa kind of thing in there. Those ballpark out. Bam, that one works. Good way to finish the episode there with that one. Viognier and s'more, that works. So, hey, hope you have a great weekend. I already gave you the question for the show. You know, what do you do with the s'more there? What do you do with the marshmallow? Hope you guys have a great weekend. I know I will. And until, I gotta give myself a little bit here. Until next time, everybody.